Well, Raul, thanks so much for joining us today for this interview. I really appreciate that.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate the invitation,
Yeah.
and hopefully this can reach out as many students wondering what they should do, and hopefully it can help out.
I mean, having taught at a community college for 13 years, but also interviewing many students like yourself, a lot of people talk about this real sense of community at the community college, where people, maybe early college students, weren't expecting all these different age people in the class to actually reach out and support them. Hey, let's do a study group. You're good at math, and so they end up having these kind of very diverse age and study groups, and they had a real sense that people were invested not only in their own success, but in your success too.
You know, Tom, you're touching up on a really good point, because I do remember experiencing, and most of my friends experiencing a like a feeling of, I don't know, of being like a leader. Because I remember in some of the classes, especially those that were integrated with the community college, some of the people there, some of the older generations would reach out to us like, hey, you seem like a very smart and intelligent student, and it seems like you're doing really well in anatomy. Like, can you help us out? Like, can we do like a study session together? And it's weird because, I mean, at least coming from a low income first generation family, it was like, well, I've never really been considered smart. And I mean, I'm good at anatomy, but I mean, I'm not that smart. But hearing those words, especially from someone that was older and someone that was like more experienced in life, it was very motivating, because it was like, okay, well, maybe I am capable. Maybe I am like good at this. Maybe like people believe in me, so I'm gonna believe in myself too. So it was like also a self-esteem boost, getting to experience that of like, okay, how can I help others? How can I help others as I'm going through the process?
So I guess if you were to meet a teenager or parents that were considering this early college path, um, what would you want to tell them in general to help them understand the path, help them feel okay about it? What would you want to say to them?
So the process and the experience is something that's unique. I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to
I
ensure
know
that it
it's part of the Zoom world.
I'll probably have to like take a few steps back, but there
Yeah.
we go. So the process and the experience are unique. So that experience or that process does not have to be dictated by any one individual, right? So as the students start exploring, like, okay, well, all right, so now I have to go to the community college and I have to take, a requirement is calculus, and another requirement is anatomy, and another requirement is chemistry. Those experiences that they're making in those classes, and like the learning, not just the academic learning, but the life learning, like the interactions, the communication that they're having with the different age groups, with the different individuals. Because in the community college, you might see individuals that you don't normally see in the high school environment, be it because of location, because of demographics, because of X reason, right? So it really gives you an experience that's unique to you. And you get that experience by pursuing something that you feel is the track you want to take. So for the students thinking like, I've never really been good at test taking. I've never really been good at academics. I usually tend to fail. Maybe it's not so much that you're not good at academics. Maybe it's the environment. The environment has to change, or the environment, if it's slightly tweaked, or you see different activities, you might find it more interesting and you might engage a lot more. Or maybe it's about the people, like you like to take ownership and like be trusted with I don't know, with the idea of being capable of having the capacity to do something. So I feel like as an early college student, that's one of the biggest influencers and motivators for our like students, or for the students attending the early college, because it's basically saying like, hey, we know you're 14, we know you're 15, but we know that you're capable. We know that you have the capacity, and we know that you can develop the skills to be successful in this environment. So we're not gonna throw you in there. We're not gonna like just blindfold you and like push you in there. We're gonna be there right next to you every step of the way. There's gonna be challenges, but we're gonna work out through those challenges together.
I don't even know how they must feel about your brother and you, what you've accomplished educationally and career-wise. What are they thinking about that?
And you know, it's something like, it's strange because we come from very humble beginnings, and we never forget that. I mean, we life has really grounded us, and it's made us realize like how hard it can be to pursue your dreams, but it's always attainable as long as you continue working toward that. But uh, sometimes, I mean, when I speak to my parents about my brother, it's like they hold us in this like pedestal, like, oh, these are our amazing children. And
Yeah.
for us, it doesn't feel like that. We know that it was just a matter of the opportunities that we had access to, because the same way we had access to these opportunities and we were able to accomplish this, had we not had access to those opportunities, our life would have been very different. And it's not a matter of whether we're capable or not. It's a matter of like, if we can't access something, how can we change? How can we change our lives or our track? And so it's like a strange experience going talking to family and then seeing us like, wow, you're a master's level professional, like, oh, teach us about this, teach us about that. I know, I mean, we're still human, we're still lifelong learners, learning as we go, but we just happen to have a degree. And like I said, I'm very grateful for my education and my degree, because it opened so many opportunities, but I still like keeping that humility.
Yeah, that's great. More and more opportunities.
Mhm.
Well, thank you so much